Alright, so you can't really see me because I still don't have a light, but trying not to freak out, get sick, and cry. I'm just like, taxis in India are not like the States. Um, they never know where they're going. You have to know every turn of where you go. Um, because they have no idea at all. And and you really don't have any way of knowing where you're going because there are no road signs. There are no street signs. There's like little things that are stuck in the ground that have street numbers ever so often, and like a million roads. Um, so I've learned the route to get from where I'm staying right now to work because you just like get onto the main road and you make a turn and you make another turn and another turn. But tonight I didn't have anyone to take me home, so I took a cab and oh my gosh, this happened to me like the other night too. I got lost trying to come back to where I'm staying, and I like knew in my head where I was going tonight. Like I got in the cab, I'm like, okay, this is right. Okay, get on the main road. Okay, he's on the main road. Okay, make a U-turn. Great. I was good. And then I wanted to tell him to make, like, I knew we were going, but he was like, oh, this way is to Kalkaji. And it was a left, and I was like, I don't know. I don't think it's a left yet. But, like, I'm so unsure. I've only been here for, like, 7 days. So I'm like, well, the cab driver, who's probably been driving for years, knows where Kalkaji Extension is. I was like, I wanted to just, like, stop the cab and throw up. I'm just, like, I was just so panicked because I'm lost in a cab in India and I don't know where I'm going and I don't want to call. I called my boss the other day when I got lost and I just feel like really stupid, like I should know where I'm going, and so I didn't want to call him. I was like, you can do this. My phone doesn't have data, so I have no way to get on Google Maps. So he made the turn too early, and then I was like, well, go back to the main road because I know we weren't supposed to turn here. And then I felt like we should do a U-turn, but he went straight, and so I was like, okay. And then we got really lost in this like whole market thing, and like he kept asking these people, and they were like so sure, and they were telling him to go this way, and it was like no, but they were like acting like they knew where it was, but they clearly didn't because it was like the other freaking over here part of Kalkaji, which is like you leave the market, go back on the windy road, get back on the main road. And then I was like, okay, Margaret, you can do this. You know where you are. But the whole time I'm like, I don't know where I am. Like, I'm not confident enough to be telling him where to go. And it was just like really scary. And then like finally I'm like, okay, I was like, I remembered that there's a metro station overpass. And I was like, okay, can you get to the like Malapura metro station? And he was like, oh yes, the whatever, I don't know, I need to learn Hindi, metro station. And so I was like, okay, good. So we passed on the metro station, and I'm like, okay, I know where we are. I know where we are. I know where we are. And then he kept asking, he's like, turn, and he like pointed to this like really sketch turn. I was like, no, it's definitely not that. Definitely not. And he kept asking to turn. I was like, no, I will tell you, like, I know where to go. And finally the temple came up, and I don't know what this temple's called. I should probably figure out what it's called. But the temple's where you turn left off the main road, and I knew that we had to turn off the main road the whole time, but he kept like confusing me, and it's really hard for me. I don't really know where I am to tell a cab driver, no, that's not the way to go when he seems to be sure. I mean, he's the cab driver. It's not like in the States where you just, I'm going to the blah blah blah, and you just sit in the car and you're fine. You've got to be on your game when you're in a cab in India. Like at any time, not even just that I'm going back and forth, just like anywhere you're going. And that's double for if you're getting in an auto, which are the little 3-wheel buggy things. they can sense when you don't know where you're going, and they will either intentionally take a longer route or mug you. So one of two things could happen. So it's not like the States, and it's even harder because I don't have data on my phone yet. So I have no way to look up where I am or where I'm going. And so it's just a lot. And like, I got lost coming back from Sultanpur the other day, which is like 30 minutes away from where I live, and we got so lost, and that's when I called my boss, and we were really close by the time I called him, so I was so embarrassed. But yeah. Thank you. Um, that is the maid that lives here. She brings me chai sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if you could even see her. I guess I'll see in a second, but I'm just trying to like get less stressed. I've just had not so pleasurable taxi experiences while I've been here, and like I take taxis because I feel the confidence that I feel when I take them to the States. I'm like, okay, I'm taking a taxi, and they know where they're going. They don't, and they're twice as expensive as taking an auto. So like, I don't know. It's really stressful. But yeah, so that's my little tiff and note about taxis if you're ever coming to India. Make sure to look at a map and like really memorize the turns before you get in a taxi, because the drivers have no idea where you're going unless you're going to like a landmark, like a market or something. They have no idea where to take you. So yeah. Bye. So I will share with you a second fun fact of India. This is a really nice bathroom, by the way, so don't let that fool you. It's very nice, and I am so thankful that I'm able to stay here. However, that is my shower. This little bucket, look, you get a little cup in there, and then the stool. So I just took a shower, which consisted of me standing naked, filling that bucket up, and taking a shower. Freezing, because by the way, it gets cold in India. It's very cold here. So I was shaking like a leaf. Sorry for the bad video. But yeah, so I was literally shaking, like my teeth were chattering, because there's no hot water in India, also. Second fun fact. So, unless you're like really rich and can afford to have heated diesel, heated water. So, I don't have that luxury. So, the water's as cold as it is outside, if not colder. So, ice cold water pouring on myself to clean my hair, which is gross. I'll share a secret. It's in the first shower I've taken because I've been really busy and really nervous about the cold water and everything. And I also haven't had time to find and get shampoo. So I finally got that today and just froze my ass off in the shower bucket. Froze my ass off in bucket, I guess. Yeah, that was quite an experience, and is about to be my life. So, the first of many bucket showers for me. Thank God I brought this head wrap thing. I know, super sexy. I don't know why I'm taking a video in it, but yeah, I don't have a towel here, and like honestly, I haven't really seen a lot of towels like for sale, and there's none in the place I'm staying. So I just had to like air dry it, and my hair, thank God, has the ability to be dried. But yeah, it's also, I don't know if I mentioned, but there's no trash cans anywhere. Like I have not seen a trash can since coming here. like any of the places I've stayed or gone or went to, and I don't know if that's just because outside is their trash can, because that's kind of what it looks like. Not to be like rude. I mean, everyone says it here, so I'm not really. But yeah, I don't know what you do with trash here. I have like compiled a little satchel of my trash, but I don't know what to do with it. um, so third fun fact. This was quite a factual video. Very short though, but yeah. All right, bye.